let this be.
Welcome, 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 and welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Hey, we got a good one today, y'all. We have a good one today, y'all. Ashton Watkins is back. And how does that change the dynamic for this basketball team after defeating the Michigan Wolverines women's basketball team on Monday night in Las Vegas? Had a wonderful time, amazing time. But I'm back at the crib. Follow me on Twitter at Gamecocks Talk. Follow me on Instagram at Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. And follow me wherever you get your podcasts. If you get your podcast from Apple, Spotify, wherever you get it, you find Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. Ashton Watkins. Charges have been dropped. Ashton Watkins is at practice today. Ashton Watkins is on this basketball team once again. And that the return of Ashton Watkins dramatically changes this basketball team. Dramatically. I mean, it's sometimes it's hard to quantify how much of a difference maker she is on this team. We all watched the game on Monday. We saw some deficiencies with this basketball team. We saw some rim protection issues on this basketball team. We've seen some defensive lapses on this basketball team. Well, with Ashton Watkins returning to this basketball team and starting practice today, you are returning an all-SEC second team player. She should have been the sixth woman of the year. Okay, in the SEC. She was sixth in the conference in offensive rebounds, eighth in the conference in defensive rebounds, while playing 20 minutes per basketball game. She was first in the conference in total block shots. First. Number one in the conference. Sixth in the country. Let me say that one more again. Sixth in the country in total block shots while playing 20 minutes per basketball game. We've seen a lot of basketball on Monday. Some of us who watch it on Tuesday and Wednesday, we've seen it, right? Some players don't come out in the basketball game. Some players going to average over 35 minutes per basketball game. Last season, Ashton Watkins was first in the SEC in total blocks and sixth in the country in total blocks while playing half the basketball game. That's sensational. That's unbelievable. Second in SEC in blocks per basketball game. Number one was Camila Cardozo. Number two was Ashlyn Watkins. Number three, Maryam Dauda. Business, and I said business, not business, but business is about to pick up for the South Carolina basketball team with the re-entry of Watkins to the college basketball world. When you lead the conference, you are missed. You are missed. When you were fifth in the country in block shot percentage, that means something. That means something. We saw how it looked on Monday. We saw how at times Michigan was getting to the basket at ease. There was no fear. No fear of getting to the rim. We saw some rebounds that they shouldn't have gotten if Watkins win the basketball game. It shouldn't have happened, but it did. Watkins also does something that we sometimes miss because it's kind of like almost like a hidden stat to a certain degree. In this basketball game that we just played on Monday night, we shot 33% from the field, which is horrific for South Carolina. Horrific. Terrible. 17, 18% from the three-point line. Watkins was 4th in the SEC in 2-point percentage. She gets a lot of baskets easily. The combination of an Ashlyn Watkins and a Joyce Edwards and a Chloe Kitts working down low in the post position, getting easy baskets, make everything run more smooth. Raven had 3 assists. Powell had 4 assists. We're not going to have a situation where both of those players are getting a ton of assists because we shot 33% from the field and 18% from 3. There's no way in the situation in my military mind that if Watkins was playing this basketball game, we would have shot that percentage. There would be more easy baskets. She would command more attention down low. Things are about to change for the South Carolina team. The fear of other basketball teams in the top 10 has been realized. Watkins is here. The best defender in the country last season is back. No, she didn't receive the defensive accolades that some of these other players received, but Watkins led the country in defensive rating. Led the country. Our basketball team yesterday, today's Wednesday, our basketball team on Monday night played okay defensively. Okay ain't good enough for Gamecock fans. Okay is not good enough for these young ladies who've worked their butt off during the offseason. That's okay is not it. That's not the standard. The standard for South Carolina women's basketball team defensively is to be number 1. Defensive rating for this team against Michigan was 84.8. That is not good for South Carolina. That ranked 94th, currently 94th. I know some more basketball to be played over the course of this upcoming week, right? But 84.8 defensive rating for South Carolina is bad. That's terrible. Terrible. South Carolina was number 1 in the country in defensive rating. We can't have a situation like that. We can't. And expect to win a championship and be the four-time national champions. We can't be. That just can't happen. Rebound percentage, 50%. 50%, 118th among schools as of today, 2 days into the season. 50%. South Carolina last season was 4th in the country in terms of rebounding percentage. What irritated me more was Michigan started 5 guards. 5 guards. There was no fear. Their head coach, wonderful head coach. I should have gave her more attention, more shout out. Had a wonderful, amazing plan for South Carolina. She said, this is her Super Bowl. Playing Carolina is her Super Bowl. So she's been in the lab with a pen and the pad for quite some time, prepping for Carolina. And she had a great plan. Those ladies fought hard. Those ladies executed very well. Those ladies found some deficiencies, some holes in our armor, some chinks in the matrix that we have to go back and fix. Block percentage. South Carolina number one shot blocker team for the last few years with Ages and Elena Coates and Kiki and Aaliyah Boston and Camila Cardoza. This basketball team is different. It's going to look different because you have players who are put in certain situations that are not necessarily a shot blocker. Case in point, you had MiLaysia Fulwiley, what, 2 blocks last night? You have several players who, on the perimeter, who are getting block shots. Powell got a block shot. Raven had a block shot. We blocked 11% of their shots. You know, during the season, we blocked 12% over the course of the season. So the matrix, the calculus isn't different per se. It just looks different because we don't have a shot blocker in the post. Maryam Dauda is a shot blocker. She didn't play many minutes on Monday. Ashlyn Watkins is a shot blocker personified. Things will look different if she plays on Sunday. Which brings me to Sunday. What changes? What changes with the rotations? What changes with the starting lineup? What happens on Sunday against a very good North Carolina State basketball team in Charlotte, North Carolina? What happens? What happens? Who in North Carolina State trying to get their get back? They're trying to get their lick back from South Carolina. And they saw a team that they might perceive as vulnerable. Well, here's the thing. First off, South Carolina not shooting 18% for no three-point line on Sunday. That ain't happening. Got that out the way. That ain't happening on Sunday. You don't just be the second best team shooting the basketball behind the three-point line at 39.5% last season and then come back and just can't shoot the basketball. That's not going to happen. Okay, let's get that out the way and be clear. If we actually shot, this is the thing, because I love the numbers. If we actually shot our percentage, our percentage for last season, 39%, 40% from the three-point line off the 27 three-point attempts that we had last season, would have blew Michigan out. Blew them out. We shot 5 for 27. It's a lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas, of course. But if we would have hit, instead of shooting 5 for 27 and shot a 12 for 27, what's that? That's 21-point difference. And then we have a different narrative going into North Carolina State. We just got to shoot average. That's it. Powell was 1 for 4. She didn't shoot no 1 for 4 in three-pointers on Sunday. That's not going to happen. Tessa was 3 for 6. Tessa picked up where she left off with 15 points and played very, very good basketball on Monday night. You think MiLaysia Fulwiley going to shoot like she shot on Monday this upcoming Sunday? No. Raven was off all night. She ain't going to shoot like that on Sunday. She had open shots and she just missed them. I was there. Y'all watched it. It just missed. Our jumpers were off on Sunday. Ain't gonna be off on Monday. There's no doom and gloom with South Carolina, okay? Especially with Watkins returning back. No doom and gloom. Now, in terms of the starting lineups and how Watkins is gonna fit in, I think there's gonna be some changes to the starting lineup, but not necessarily because of Watkins, because she just one practice in. Watkins ain't gonna start on Sunday. Don't expect that. It's going to take a little time to get back in physical shape, although she has looked amazing. Okay. But it's going to take some time to get some more chemistry with the girls. I expect her to play on Sunday. I expect her to get to 10 to 15 minutes in this basketball game. But yeah, the starting lineup should, and 99%, I believe that's going to be different when we play North Carolina State. I believe Joyce Edwards will be inserted into that starting lineup on Sunday. I think we have to get off to a better start. And having Joyce, who brings instant energy, instant determination, instant offensive rebounding, helps that. Chloe Kitts, who I've been talking about for a few months over the summer, that she was going to have the most amazing junior campaign, made me look like a genius with 17 and 14. Business will pick up when Watkins returns back to being Watkins. It's going to take some time. Now, we have some upcoming games that ain't no joke. Ain't no joke. But it's fine. It is fine. I like the doubt. I like the doubt, like with some of the national media and some of the, because you give it hope to some of these teams. Okay, Carolina's not what they were. Oh, they're gonna miss Camila Cardozo so much. Blah 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 blah. This is November 6th. November 6th, and I've been saying this for a year. This basketball team, the way it's constructed with Ashlyn Watkins, is the best basketball team South Carolina has ever had in the history of its inception. You think I'm going to change my mind after one game? Hell no. No. Please, please, please doubt the Gamecocks. Please. I beg of you. Please doubt the Gamecocks. Oh, they can't shoot now. Oh, no inside presence. Okay. Gotcha. Got those receipts. Got it. Book it. We'll see. We will see. Next game, North Carolina State. After that, Coppin State. Repeat tour is still on, y'all. It is still on. There's no doom and gloom with South Carolina women's basketball team at all. We are fully loaded. We are ready to bring the pain in Captain Will's stomping grounds. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go.
J-Rock, let this beat